Hi everybody, welcome to Horstyle. Today I am going to guide you how to model a plastic explosive bomb. I am going to guide you how to design the same. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe the channel so you will get a notification whenever I upload the new video. You can have to see complete video till end because in each some second you might miss some important settings which is required for modeling, so don't skip the video and see the modeling, otherwise you can't understand. Kindly see the complete video. If you like the video, like and subscribe the channel and share it with your friends if they want to improve in 3D modeling. Your likes and shares. Let's go into the video. After opening Blender, so today we are going to model a explosive plastic bomb. So what now we have to do is we have to create a explosive pipeline for let's start. Press shift A and create a cylinder and make the cylinder 12 and you can view it. Okay, fine. So radius is okay, that we can reduce it afterwards. Here you can select the triangle fan, press Ctrl 3. Okay, fine. Go on tab key to edit mode. So this will gives the triangle fan which is required for us. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate it as RX90 and scale it down. Press period key to zoom it. Press 7 on the keyboard on the top view. Press go to the edit mode. In vertex mode, press shift Z to go to the wireframe and select this top wire and select this, scale it in Y axis and you can scale it like this. Go to the object mode, again scale it down, still more. Okay, go to edit mode, again scale it in Y axis. Okay, we have created a pipe which we can load the bomb required details. Press shift Z to go to the solid mode. Press Ctrl 3 to create a shade smooth. Right click and shade smooth the object. Go to this triangle and go to the normals and select auto normals. Go to tab for edit mode. Press Ctrl on, create a edge loops here in this corner and in this corner too, and create one edge loops in middle. After do that, press Ctrl A to apply the scale. Go to edit mode, press 1 on the press 3 on the keyboard for the side view. Press shift Z and select these vertices. X to delete the vertices, and we are going to add a mirror. This mirroring, how it's useful, whenever you design this corner it will be applied in one more opposite direction. So here opposite direction is for here for to apply this material, these vertices. This is the y axis, this is the x axis, so we can require it on y. Currently it's selected as y axis, which is not required. Unselect it and select the y. Even this also it won't take because we require it in z axis sometimes. Select the z axis. Now we have got the same item here. So whatever whatever we select and move, it will be changed in all the directions. Okay, now what we are going to do is select these vertices using Alt key and select these vertices. To select all the vertices, press N on the keyboard, sorry, Now press I to insert, sorry, Ctrl Z. Select these vertices, press X to delete the vertices, select all the vertices in the corner, press E to extrude, S to scale, scale it down tightly, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude in Y axis, press the Y key to make it towards inside, E to extrude, S to scale, and E to extrude, S to scale, press period key to zoom it, press E to extrude, X to scale. Now press M on the keyboard, merge it as center. Now here you can able to see it's everybody where it's looking smooth, so we don't want that. So you don't know what's happening here. What you have to do is go to the subdivision modifier and unselect the edit mode. So now you can able to see what's happening here. Press Ctrl, you can able to see in object mode how it looks here, which is not required for us, not required exactly for us. Press Ctrl R and create the loop cuts in between this area and confirm for the left click and move the mouse to front and left, which is required. So we want in the back side and press Ctrl R and we can make it here. So now we can able to see it's looks a corner edge loops, it looks nice. Even we require here also more and here also. So now it looks fine. Now you can able to see it's looking some dark in some places, which is not clear. Plus A to select all, press Ctrl Shift N and select outside. So now everything is normally is outside, which is will be good required for us. So I make it as BOM tutorial. So this is the BOM design, which is for game modeling and thing. It's not for the real one. Don't anybody don't mistake this one. Fine. Okay. Now here you can able to see what's happening here. It's contained in between. Don't worry. What we have to do is go to the not edit mode. So you can go for the clipping, tick that and merge it in 1 centimeter. Now you can able to see it's merged. Now we can apply a mirror first. Subdivision, let it be on always, not a problem. So what we are going to do is we are going to duplicate this object. Before that we are going to apply a material for the same. So you can wonder what's happening. Sometimes when I given that centimeter was looking, you might think why it's showing for me millimeter. So what is the reason is you can go for the unit layout. Here you are able to see that unit section, unit system, unit scale and rotation length. Length I have given as centimeters, so it will be there for you as millimeters. So you can change it to centimeter if required, you can change it to millimeter, you can change it to kilometer. So how you required you can change it and you can do the each designs. I Control S to save this and press Shift Z to go to the render mode. Okay, come back here to the material preview and I turn on the studio, select this GZ to move towards up and let me see it in render view how it looks. Okay, create one window, go to the shader editor, click here, click a new material, name it as red color and change it to red. So this is the pure red, so which we are going to give it as a dynamite, which is required for us. Here I am going to increase the roughness because we require a roughness. are going to make that color a little bit darker. I want more darker. Okay, now it is nice. So we can start doing the next step. We can close this window and go to the material preview, then turn off the studio modes. So you can able to wonder what's this studio collections. What I have did is, here I have added one camera and I have added one plane. I have made this design and I have given the material of white. I am going to make it dark once again, and I have duplicated the same, and I applied the rotation, and I have given the emission for the same. So using this emission light only in rendering mode, it looks very bright, so which is very easier to do a rendering image using these items. So I have created and I have saved this studio, and I go to the file and go to the defaults and save at startup. So these settings will be always saved. So whenever you create a new thing, that studio will be there. Okay, let's continue the same. Press one on the keyboard to view it and go to the solid view. Okay, let me start doing the other designs. Press Shift D to duplicate and Z axis. Press period key and zoom it, and GZ. Okay, you can make it as looks like touch, and Shift D Z axis. GZ, using Shift key you can move the mouse, so which will be moving very slowly. Then select this to Shift D and right click to cancel and press Shift S, cursor to selected, so which will comes in middle. Go to this global option, select the cursor, press R to rotate, use the control key, you can rotate in a 90 degree. Okay, now it's rotated in 90 degree, and again I am going to do the same. Shift D, right click to cancel, rotate in, more angle, and S to scale. Sorry, I do unset it the same, because we can add it single, it will be easier for us. Shift D, and you can move the dynamite like this. Select this, Shift D, and then move the dynamite like this. Select this one, Shift D, move the dynamite like this. Select this, Shift D, and move the dynamite like this. So I have created like a square tag. This is the bomb I am going to design. So Control S to save, and these are the collections, everything same. Select everything and press Control J to join. Now it has been made as a single object. I put Control S to save it and make it as, instead of cylinder, I am going to give dynamite. And then go to the object, set origin to the 3D mask, and press Ctrl A, apply the scale, Shift C to move the cursor through 3D, and come back to the global again, the same. Now for as one item is ready, I go to the material preview, you can able to see our dynamite is ready. Okay, I'll go back to the solid view once again and select this one, and I'm going to hide for timing. I'm going to create one more object now. Now let it be everything same. Press Ctrl H to come back again. Press Shift A to create a cube. Press 7 on the keyboard, Shift Z to go to the wireframe, press scale it down, and G to move in y axis. I'm going to give this one is this much gap because wiring will be coming inside, so I'm not going to show that in this because which is not visible outside generally. Press Ctrl A to apply the scale, go to the edit mode, select these edges and GY to move. I come back to the again normal mode. Now I'm going to align it in the right side angle. Press 3 on the keyboard for the right view in the numeric numpad. Press GZ to go to the move option, and I'm going to scale it in Z axis. Press S and Z. Okay, and GZ. I'm going to align it like this. Fine. I'm going to duplicate the same. Press Shift D, press Y to move it in Y axis, and I'm going to give one more design in the same side, and go to tab for the edit mode. Press 7 on the keyboard for the top view. Select these all the 4 vertices. To select all these 4 vertices, and I pressed F. Press G Y to move it in Y axis and reduce it down. So the box type what I have created, I'm going to give smooth option. Press 2 on the keyboard for the vertex selection, edge selection. Select this box, go to the edit mode, select these all the 4 edges. You can press A to select everything. Control B to bevel, and you can bevel it like this. Shift Z, and you can view it in normal mode. Go to tab, Control 3 to apply the smooth. Now we can able to see edge is smoothed, nice. Fine. I'm going to make it the same. This one, select A to press A to select all the edges. Press Ctrl B to bevel. Okay, go back, select this and press Ctrl 3 to apply the smooth and subdivision modifier, and I go to this and I apply the normal for the same, shade smooth and apply the normal, and I'm going to select this material. So I'm going to create a material for this. Press new and make it as black. So for this material I have given a little bit roughness plastic for the same. For this I'm going to give it as little bit shiny look. What I'm going to do, select this one, press new material, select this what I have created black, and I'm going to make it as black. Go to the render view. Instead of this we can go for the studio view. Select this studio, press C to go to the rendering view, and there are that roughness I'm going to reduce a little bit, so it look nice, a little bit shiny in that corner. So shiny plastic what I have given for the same. Okay, let's go for the second thing. So plastic it will get look little bit shiny, I feel, correct? So let me reduce the roughness a little bit less. Okay, fine. Then let me make this little bit high. Okay, now it looks better, I feel. Okay, let me create a wire for this, and we can connect it for the timer. So this object we are going to start now. Turn off the studio, go to the solid view, press Ctrl S to save, and let we start doing the button here. For make it start in single click, it default 10 minutes is going to boom. Go to the edit mode and press Ctrl R and create two loops here. Press Ctrl R, create two loops here, and press 1 on the keyboard and create one edge loop in between these. Select these vertices, right click. Here you can be able to see loop tools is not there. How to enable that? Go to edit mode, select the preference. In the add-on section, search for the loop tools. Here you can able to see mesh loop tools. Select these meshes, so the loop tool will be enabled. Now right click, you can able to see new menu has been appeared here, and make it as circle. Now one circle like that object is creator shape. Press E to extrude and go to the object mode, and you can able to see. But here you can see it doesn't look like it doesn't look like circle or button. Why it happens like this? There are reasons are there. I press Ctrl Z to go back. You can able to see this one is doesn't look like circle, because here one sorry, here one circle is required, one edge loop is required. So I select this vertices again, right click, create the circle. So now it look like circle, like that one option is came. So what I am going to do, go to the face selection and I to insert. So after pressing I, you can able to see it comes like this. I created the same, and E to extrude, and you can move. For some people this blue line doesn't appear. Don't panic. So you want to move it in this x-axis, press X on the keyboard to move it in x-axis. Okay, so I just move it like this. Again I press I to insert and create another insert, and E to extrude again in the same axis outside. Okay, now you can able to see one button like that. One option is came. Go to edit mode and create one. You can do one thing. We can create a bevel. It looks nice. Select these these edges. Press Ctrl B to bevel. I reduce it the same, and okay, now it looks fine. We are going to give coloring for this button, and here you can able to create one edge loops here to look this, make it sharp. Yeah, it looks fine. Now what I'm going to do, press 1 on the keyboard and select these vertices. Press Ctrl plus to increase the selection. Now you can able to see it's increased up to that bottom. So which is, you can go to the wireframe and you can see inside its up to inside its selector. Okay, now after do that, go to the material, press add material, click new, and assign it as red button, and make it as red, make it 1. Go to the wireframe view, and when it's selected, all the material is selected on that time, what you have to do, select assign. So now we can able to see it's assigned the same. Okay, now I'm going to reduce the roughness, because the button I'm going to give it a shiny. Go to the object mode. Now you can able to see our one button is ready to turn on the bomb. Okay, now go to the back normal view and go to the solid mode. Go to the right view, press shift right click to create a 3D cursor in between in this object. Okay, and press A to select or double A to unselect everything. Press shift A and create a cube. Press 7 on the keyboard and it's in top view. Go to shift Z to go to the wireframe. Press S to scale and press period key to go down. So I press G X to move here. Press Ctrl A to apply the scale. Go to edit mode. Press 3 on the keyboard and select this GZ to move up to this. Select this top, but this is GZ. Move up to this. Select this one GY to move up to here. Select this one GY, move up to here. So now our basic shape is ready, and press 2 on the keyboard to press Alt and Shift. Using that you can select these 4 edges and press Ctrl B to bevel. Before that, go to the object mode, press Ctrl A and apply the scaling. Then after selecting these 4 edges, press Ctrl B to bevel. So I am going to increase the bevel. Okay, now beveling has been ready. After this, what I am going to do is go to tab, press Ctrl R and create one edge loops here. Press Ctrl 3. Now you can able to 3 after applying the subdivision modifier, you can able to see the object become like oval shape. So which is not required for us, which is required for us like looking like triangle or not triangle, like rectangular or like that object. So why it's happened? Because here you can able to see there is no edge loops or edges created here. After I created, press Ctrl R and created one edge, you can able to see it's the shape only, it's make difference. Press Ctrl R and create edge loop one here. Press Ctrl R, create one edge loops in that corner. Press Ctrl R and create edge loop in this corner. Press Ctrl R and I create edge loops in this corner. Press Ctrl R, create one edge loops here. Press Ctrl R, create one edge loops here. Now you can able to see one box is created. Right click and share smooth. Go to this triangle and select the auto smooth. So now for us one plastic box is ready. We are going to give the different 2 material for this. Go to the material, create new, make it as black plastic already is there. So we can use the same. So now what I am going to do, instead of creating new material, I am going to select the black and I am going to add 1 second, and I am going to create a new material for this, which is named as display. Okay, now I go to the edit mode, press 3 on the keyboard, select these 2 faces, press I to insert and E to extrude. And go to the modifier and turn off the everything in edit mode. Press Ctrl R and create one edge loop here. Press Ctrl R and create one edge loop here. Now in edit mode you can able to see. Okay, we have to create 2 more edge loops in between here. Press Ctrl R and create one edge loop here, and press Ctrl R and create one edge loop here. Press Ctrl R and create edge loop here one. Press Ctrl R and create one edge loop here one. Go to edit mode. You can able to see now it's one separate thing is created for us. Okay, go to edit mode. In face selection, select these faces. Press 3 on the keyboard for the face selection. E to extrude. Press 7 on the keyboard. Press Shift Z and you can move closer like this for make it element, and X. to move like this, little bit slightly outside, and I press Ctrl plus to select on everything in corner, and I go to this material view, select the display and assign. Shift Z to come back to the normal. You can able to see it looks totally different. Why? Because we have not created any edge loops other sides. What I am going to do for the same, I am going to create, press Ctrl R and create one edge loops here, press Ctrl R and create one edge loops here, press Ctrl on middle one. Now you can able to see it's created almost fine. Now shift Z and we are going to create one edge loops here. So before that, so when it's created here, press double G to move this side, press Ctrl R and select, press double G to move on this side. Press Ctrl R and create one edge loops here. Press Ctrl R and create edge loops here. Now what we are going to do is, the display is going inside but it doesn't look nice. I'm going to select these edges and press shift 1, sorry, Control 1, press Control Z, go to the edge selection, make mark sharp, go to edit mode. Now this corner looks sharp and we are going to apply a crease for this. You can go for the edge and edge crease and make it 1, press 1 on the keyboard and press enter and go back to the object mode, and you can able to see the display is looking very nice. Okay, now what we are going to do is go to edit mode, press 3 on the keyboard, select these, press Ctrl plus to select these top edges, press shift D in x-axis, you can move like this, and press P on the keyboard and make it selection and make it different. So now this object is become different. So select these, okay, press 2 on the keyboard, select these edges, press shift E and 1 to create a crease for the same. Now go to modifier this, you can close this subdivision which is not required for us. Go to the modifier and add a solidify modifier. Now you can able to see one thickness is created for the same, and I am going to make it as 0.1. Now I have created one thin sheet for the same, and I apply the subdivision modifier again to our upsides. Okay, now everything is ready. I'm going to this one, I'm going to give it as a glass. Zoom it down soon and press. Here you can able to go to select the vertices. Select this one, G, Y, X axis. Press Control key to close it nearby. That's the same. Now two things is ready. We are going to create a new material again. Once again, I am going to minus this both for this option what I have selected. I am going to click. I am going to make it as display. Go to the material view, and now what I am going to do is I am going to give two color for this. First one, I am going to select this backside these switches. What I am going to do, this display is that I'm going to make it as I hide this display for timing. So I go to edit mode and okay, I'm going to give it as gray color. And subdivision also I make it a little bit whiter, and I'm going to increase the surface. I'm going to make this color a little bit whiter also. Go to the rendering view and turn on the studio. Okay, it could look like white, so I'm going to reduce it a little bit down. And I'm going to reduce the subdivision colors. This subdivision I'm going to make it 0 because it's taking the subdivision colors inside that, which is not required for us. Okay, this one I'm going to make it as more dark. Okay, this will be nice, I think. And I go to the solid view once again, press Alt H to come back this display screen, and I'm going to create a new window to open this. Go to the shader editor. Here in this display, I go to the material preview. I go to the render view directly, and I'm going to create a transmission 1. I'm going to give the roughness 0. Now I go to I go back. Now this display I make it as white. Go back to the solid view again. Now you can able to see it's look like a mirror because it's reflecting the other things which is not required for us. So we can do some other option for the seam. Move this one, select this and move and create Control Shift A and mix shader. and I'm going to make it as glossy finish for this. Okay, let me search for the glossy class BDC and add this one. Turn off the transmission. Now you can able to see it's full white because background also it's white for us. So this is the display which comes for us. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this, I'm going to make it a little bit darkness, and I'm going to give the same here. Select this one and create a transmission. What it happens, go to the render view. Okay, our display is created now. Okay, let me start creating the wiring. Okay, now we can able to see the display is getting shined. I have given the white display for this. Here let me start creating the wiring for this. Okay, press 1 on the keyboard, shift right click to create a 3D cursor here in this angle. Okay, then let me create one vertices here to start designing a curve, and I'm going to apply a wire for the same. Okay, press shift A and create a plane, rotate X 90, press 3 on 1 on the keyboard, shift Z to go to the wire vertex selection, press go to edit mode, press 1 for before that let me apply the scale, press Ctrl E and apply the scale, go to edit mode and select these vertices X to delete the vertices. Select these vertices, press shift S, cursor to shift Z. Oops, I select this back again, shift right click and select these vertices, shift S, selection to cursor. Now this vertice is moved, go to edit mode, press Ctrl E and apply the scaling. Now go back to object mode, press 7 on the keyboard, press Ctrl 7 on the keyboard, press period key to go to this angle, press E to extrude in Y axis using Y key and E to extrude, and press E to extrude and you can move the alignment as per our requirement. E to extrude, 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 and you can align as per our requirement. Okay, so we can move some changes. Select this, press G to move like this. Select this one, press G and move like this. Select this one, press G and move like this. Select this one, press G and move like this. We have to make some curve here, so align it as per our requirement. Select this, press G and move like this. Select this one, press G and move like this. Select this one and press move like this. Press E to extrude. Select this one and move. E to extrude. Select this one and press G to move. select these vertices and move, align it as per our how the wire comes. Have to think it in that way, and you have to move the vertices as per our requirement. This is the wire which is going to be the path for us. Press E to extrude, E to extrude, E to extrude. Okay, now go back to the object mode, press Ctrl 3 to apply the scaling. Now we can able to see one and right click and shade smooth. Go to the this triangle and select auto smooth. Now our wire is created. You can able to wonder what is the wire, only one black line is running in there. So what we are going to do is we are going to design a wire and we are going to apply a layer for that, sorry, array for that, and we are going to add it in the same. Control S to save, press Shift C to go back to the 3D cursor in the middle of the world. Press 1 on the keyboard. Okay, now press oops, actually this wire I planned for right side. No, let it be fine, because here one button is and I won't be get disturbed. Okay, fine. Now let me create a wire for this. Okay, press Shift A and create a circle and make it as 12 and press Shift Z. Okay, sorry, I escaped cancel and press enter, Shift Z. Now you can able to see the circle is created. I'm going to reduce the centimeter to 5. It looks still big because the wire will be very small. I'm going to make it a good as centimeter 1. Press 1 on the keyboard. Okay, fine, I feel that is okay for us. I make it 0.05. No, 1 centimeter is enough, I feel. Okay, fine. This is looks better, I feel, because we are giving big wire. Okay, fine. I press Ctrl I to select everything and press H to hide that. Let me create the wire for now. Select the circle, go press period key to zoom it out, sorry, zoom it in, and go to edit mode. Now our circle is created. What we are going to do is press 7 on the keyboard, and before that go to object mode and press Ctrl A to apply the scale. Okay, then go to edit mode and zoom it, select everything, G X to move it in x-axis and move a little bit lightly here. Press Shift D X to move towards here. We can duplicate these two things. One wire will be one wire will be another thing. So what I am going to do is now select everything, go to the front view and press E to extrude and Z axis, E to extrude in Z axis, E to extrude in Z axis, E to extrude and Z axis, E to extrude in Z axis, E to extrude on 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 Z axis. Okay, after creating this thing, okay, and I want to make it a little bit more Alt H, go to edit mode, sorry, object mode, Alt H, Shift Z. Yeah, this will be fine, I feel. Yeah, I'm going to scale it down a little bit more, I think. Okay, this could be better, I feel, for the wiring. Okay, this could be fine. I press Ctrl I to select others and press H to hide, and again go back to the same object, select these one of the vertices, press Ctrl L to select these thing, go to the material view, go to the solid, before that new, make it as click assign and make it as blue, and create a blue shift, and increase the reduce the roughness, make it shiny, because this cable will be shiny only. Okay, again go back to the solid view, select this one, press Ctrl L and make it note 0.221, add assign new, make it as white, and 0.221 same roughness let me give. Go to the object mode, press Ctrl 3 to smooth, right click to add a shade smooth, then go to this triangle and select auto smooth. Okay, now what we are going to do, save it, press Ctrl A and apply the scale. Okay, now we are going to choose this object, go to the modifier, press simple deform tool, twist it in Z axis, make it 90°. Now you can able to see our cable is getting twisted. Press Ctrl S to save and click the again add a array modifier in, make it X to 0 and Z to 1. You can able to see it's totally not correct. What I'm going to do, I'm going to edit in edit mode, I'm going to select everything or Z to rotate, sorry, I'm going to assign this one as one. Okay, make it as 180 to rotate like this, but it doesn't look good. Okay, make it as 90 again, and we can increase little bit and you can able to see 180 is correct. And let me scale it and see, scale it in Z axis. Okay, now what we are required is came as per our requirement, our cable is ready. Yeah, now it looks you can able to see something is hiding, no, correct. Okay, now our cable is ready with different color. Oops, in array mode what we have to do is go to edit mode again, select this one, go to material preview, G to move, which is moving. Okay, right, select this and move this one. Okay, this is moving, right click to cancel. This doesn't also look good, so I'm going to keep it the same for the wires. Okay, now we have you can increase the counts. You can able to see our wire is getting started. Press alt h to hide sorry, um, select this one and go to top view and G to move in y axis. Okay, now we are going to apply this for this wire. Select this wire, go to the object, convert from mesh to curve. So I'm going to curve select and I'm going to rename this as curve. Select this wire and select the curve option, select the curve. Now shift to Z. Oh, our wire is going somewhere else. Okay, go back to this object selected and go to the modifier and move it in Z axis. Go to the Z axis, press G to move. Okay, before that you can cancel this one curve thing. So I will give some another idea. Go to the object, set origin to the 3D mouse, Ctrl S to save. Select this, add a curve and select the object and Z axis or Y axis, which is coming correct. We have to see in Y it came correctly. I am going to increase the array. I am going to make it as 150. 150 is more, I think. 100. Yeah, this looks fine. Press 7 on the keyboard. Oops. Okay. 3 on the keyboard. G Z. Right click to cancel. G to move. Okay, our wire is created now. As per our requirement is created now. Let me do one thing. Let me apply one by one. I apply the curve. Oops, Ctrl Z to Z. We have to apply one by one. Subdivision, I cancel it for timing now. I apply the simple deform. I apply the array. I apply the curve. Now shift Z to go to the material preview and press period key to select the wires. Yeah, it's created, fine. Okay, dot and go to GZ to move towards this. Press 1 on the keyboard. Okay, our wire has been created. Select this and GEX to move like this. Okay, this select this one, hide it. Okay, fine. Now our wire also has been created. Now our BOM setup is ready. Let me start rendering. go to the studio mode on and go to the press Ctrl A 0 to align the camera, press N on the keyboard, go to the view and camera to lock. I start it out. Now okay, now let me start rendering. Press select and take to select this and press F12 to start rendering. Once it's rendering completed, I will skip the rendering scene. I come back to you.